Bowling tournament. Tonight we have the Kingpins versus the Lakeland Trophies. Tonight we're doing something a little different. My partner is out of town, Bruce Stevens, and along with Al Peter. So unfortunately I have to do it by myself, but we got a little new swing tonight, and it should be a very exciting match. So what we're going to do, we did it before in the past, is that we're going to have the first bowler get up and bowl a practice box, and that of Chris Archibald. She's bowling for the Lakeland Trophies. She's a fine left-hander. She comes from that great family from the North End, and that of Chris Bean. And Chris is a left-hander, very smooth bowler, carrying an average of 107. And I think you'll find Chris is one of the fine pinners in the game. Very bright red hair, and a fine bowler at that. But this is a new swing we're trying tonight. This should be a very, very close match. I think the averages come in very, very close. Okay, that's Chris Archibald for Lakeland Trophies. And bowling second place will be Kim Smith. Kim has been on TV before. She hasn't been bowling all that much. Carries an average, I believe, of 95.4. Kind of a hard thrower. She gets it out a few feet. I think if Kim has a weakness, this would probably be in her accuracy, but however, in this type of game, you like to get strikes, and I must say that Lakeland Trophies look very, very good here tonight in their uniforms. Green. There's Kim throwing her third ball in her practice box, and picks up a fine 8. Okay, Kim Smith. Now followed by Jim Bennett, the great twin of the Johnny Bennett. He also is a Dartmouth boy. He carries an average of 104. I believe, I'm not sure, I think he bowled in the Pro League this year, but very fine bowler and fine gentleman. He's changed his style a little bit since he's been on. I think John's been bowling approximately about 5 years. And his father's Jimmy Bennett. It could be John, too, because they were twins here in Dartmouth. And there's Jimmy's. Okay, now we're looking at one of the pros of the league. We're looking at Sheldon Buffett, who is no stranger to Channel 10 bowling. Carries an average of 114. There's been a lot of sort of controversy about the bowling balls that Sheldon used, but however, he seems to do the job quite well. Sort of pushes his ball. He doesn't throw it. It's sort of from the elbow out. It's a different style, but Sheldon does quite well with it. There's a great spear there by Sheldon Buffett, and I think if Sheldon can go on tonight, that the Kingpins are going to be in for a lot of trouble here tonight, because Sheldon is the guy that's going to make this team go. And their anchor bowler, no stranger here to Channel 10 and here at Basie's Lanes, Dennis Curry, carrying an average of 114.4. Dennis is sporting a little beard. I don't know why he'd sport it in the summertime, but however, he looks good in it. Kind of a left to right bowler. He bowls with his right hand, but he throws it with a reverse spin. Very smooth bowler, and if I recall, the last time Dennis was on, he had a little trouble with the foul line. Okay, there you have Lakeland Trophies. Now, the Kingpins, who is our opponents tonight, and will be led by Carolyn Slomwhite, and carries an average of 107.50. No stranger to TV. School teacher by trade. Very smooth bowler. When she's on the front pin, she's very dangerous. Good shot maker. And she does occasionally have back problem, but it's hard to tell with Carolyn because she bowls straight up. Carolyn Slomwhite, who will be leading it off for the Kingpins, has her practice box. Followed by Georgie Matthews, who is Carolyn's best friend, bowling an average of 108. Georgie's a right-to-left bowler, very good style, and kind of a hard thrower, too. If Georgie's on tonight, I'd give the Kingpins a real good chance at beating this Lakeland Trophies. Just looking at the averages here, I'd say that Lakeland has a slight advantage. Good shot by Georgie Matthews. Okay, Georgie Matthews. Now followed by Elmer Henley. Elmer is bowling a 91.20 average. And I believe he bowls in the Dartmouth City League here, or the Dartmouth City League, I believe they call it. Bowls on Wednesday nights. His first time on. I was talking to Carolyn before the show, and she said that Elmer's very nervous, but I think this practice box here will help him out a lot, and that's one of the reasons why we're doing it, is give some of the bowlers that haven't been on before a chance to bowl under the lights. Elmer Henley. Gets a good 9. Now, followed by Manny Hopkins. Carries an average of 112.04. And Manny is wearing the colors of At's Grocery, which will be bowling next week. Manny's a left-hander. One of the fine strikers of the game, and he's been bowling very, very well on TV. Might say Matty has using the Starline ball, which is a very good ball. It's very small in diameter, but gets the job done. Manny Hopkins. Okay, bringing up the rear for the Kingpins. Laurie DeBay carries an average of 111.59. And Laurie is the anchor bowler, and might say that his sidekick was on a couple of weeks ago, Paul Crawley, and they call him the ambassador. I don't know what to call Laurie, other than he's one of Dartmouth's finest. Very hard chucker, very smooth. Laurie's a type of ball that he either gets them all or gets 9. I understand the show is taped here on Thursday nights, but Laurie's leaving on Friday for the Allen. Okay, there you have it. Lakeland Trophy and the Kingpins. And starting on alley 10 will be Carolyn Slonwhite, and on alley 9 will be Chris Archibald. Now we're into the action, and hopefully we'll have enough time left to bring you this full show, because it took a little more time than usual for the warm-up box. That's Carolyn Slonwhite. Yeah. And Chris Archibald. This is a tough shot for Carolyn Slonwhite. 4, 6, and 10. Great out there by Chris Archibald. Ten for Carolyn Slonwhite. 9 for Chris Archibald. Okay, we're having a little fun here in the background. We have a pin down there on... Oh, a big 9-pin break there for Carolyn Slonwhite. And we're just waiting for a reset here on alley 9. Chris had a full set down there, but one decided to fall on its own, so we have to reset. Chris is just off that front pin. Now we're looking at Carolyn Slonwhite in alley 10. I think she'll go right on the pin. If she hits the nose of the wood, I don't think she'll get it. There's the nose of the wood. That's a bad miss there for Carolyn Slonwhite. Chris has got a picket fence down there. And a 10 for Carolyn Slonwhite. Oh, what a super 9 there for Chris Archibald. Okay, on alley 10, we have Georgie Matthews bowling for the Kingpins. There goes Georgie Matthews. Good ball. And her opponent bowling for Lakeland Trophies is Kim Smith. Good action here by Kim. Good shot here for Georgie. He hits on the red band. It's got a chance to go. Ooh, a little wide. Good shot here for Kim. Front pin should have it. Great shot by Kim. No, there's a bad 7 there for Georgie Matthews. Well, I might say this is the 5th week in the little Nashville mixed bowling tournament. I know I'd like to thank Bob O'Hearn, the Silver Fox, for bringing this all to you. Good action here by Georgie Matthews. Now here we're looking at Kim Smith on a spare. Picks up a big 8 count. Oh, right on the button. This is a tough spare shot for Kim Smith here. She's got the 7 and 10, what we call field goal post, I should say. She looks very relaxed up there tonight. And a 10 for Georgie Matthews. And a 9 for Kim Smith. Oh. Okay, right now we're looking at Elmer Henley on alley 10. And Elmer, this is Elmer's first time on, and of course it's nice to see these type of bowlers get on, because even though their average is low, but that's what it's all meant to do, is give everybody a chance. And his opponent is Jim Bennett. Good action here by Jim Bennett. Oh, a great shot by Elmer Henley. He'll never forget that. His first time on TV, and he throws a spear. Good try there by Jim Bennett. I know Elmer's proud of that. That was a great shot there by Elmer. And an 8 for Jim Bennett. Well, hopefully next week we'll have everything back to normal. Bruce has been away on business, and Al is away on vacation, so hopefully next week we'll have Bruce back and Al, and here's Elmer on his mark. Picks up 3. Jim Bennett knocks down 6. Very, very close shot there for Jim Bennett. And the 7 for Elmer Henley. 10 for John Bennett. Now we're down to the 4th bowlers, and bowling on alley 10 is Manny Hopkins, no stranger to TV, bowling a great average of 112.4. Off the front pin, but good action. And his opponent, Sheldon Buffett, bowling for Lakeland Trophies. Sheldon looks very relaxed up there. Good shot here for Matty. He's got the 1 and 8. Pretty well got to hit that dead on the front pin. Hit it on the side. Good shot there for Sheldon Buffett. Great spare there for Sheldon Buffett. And a 9 for Manny Hopkins. In case you joined us late, this is a little Nashville mixed team event. And Manny Hopkins. Good hit. The feet were stomping there. Leaves the 4-7. Sheldon picks up 7 on his spare. This shot that Matty's got here, 4-7. He's got the wood. It looks pretty good from this angle, but you can't take him too easy. He's got to be careful with it. No problem. Great shot there for Matty Hopkins. Sheldon Buffett's got 3, 6, 10. Shouldn't be any problem for Sheldon. 2 in a row for Sheldon Buffett. Well, the first couple of boxes here, Lakeland Trophy is putting some marks together. And coming up the anchor spot for the Kingpins, Laurie DeBay, an average of 111.59. Good hit there by Laurie DeBay. And his opponent, Dennis Curry. Good smash by Dennis Curry. Good shot here for Laurie DeBay. Missed on the right. Tough one here for Dennis, but it's makeable. Oh, great try. And a 10 for Laurie DeBay. 9 for Dennis Curry. I must say these are the anchor bowlers, Laurie DeBay for the Kingpin and Dennis Curry for Lakeland Trophies. Laurie DeBay. Ball got away from him, down on the left. Dennis is off to the right. Dennis splits his shot. It's makeable. Well, I think he might have picked that up on the mic. He was not too happy with that ball. And a 7 for Laurie. Nine for Dennis. Okay, we completed 2 boxes here at the Little Nashville Mixed Team event. Stepping up now for the Lakeland Trophies, Chris Archibald and Allie 10. She started with 2 9s, 18. Fine 9 back in the second box. And the first 3 boxes, Chris has been off that front pin. Good action here by Carolyn Sloanwhite. Good out there by Chris. Good shot here for Carolyn. 1-3-9. No problem. Great shot by Carolyn. Well, she made up for the one she missed in the second box, that 9-pin break. Eight for Chris Archibald. I might say that Mrs. Bean is here tonight to watch her daughter, Chris. And her father's at home, Ralph, and let's say hello to Ralph. I grew up almost in his backyard up the north end. Here's Carolyn on her spare. Picks up 6. That's the 4th box in a row. Chris Archibald's been off that front pin. Great out there by Chris. Oh, good shot by Carolyn. She left the solid 10 pin. Should have had that one. She hit it good. I might say the air in the lanes tonight is very, very heavy. It's a very intense match. Great 10 by Chris Archibald. A lot of these bowlers are from these lanes. Okay, now we're looking at Kim Smith on alley 10. Kim started with a spare with 8 on it, 9 in the box. She's off to a fine start for her first 2 boxes. Look out, she could have them all. There goes the case of Coke. No problem with that. Look, good hit there by Georgie Matthews. That was a great ball there by Kim Smith. Won herself a case of Coke. Good shot here for Georgie. Good spear for Georgie Matthews. Well, that's the kind of bowling that Kim has been doing in the past couple of weeks. She's been down here practicing. I know she's bowling, her average is a 95, but she throws a much better ball than that. And I think what Kim needs is a little bit of league bowling. Another good ball. Georgie Matthews. Picks up 6 on her spare. Kim right now has a ball on her strike. Picks up 5. Georgie has a shot here. Great shot by Georgie Matthews. She gives herself a little hand for that one. Kim comes back with a 5 box. So Kim Smith got a bad 5 there. But even though she did have the strike with 5 on it, 5 in the box, still counts as 2 10s. Now we're looking at Jimmy Bennett on alley 10. Good action here by Jim Bennett. There's Elmer Henley. Elmer just off the front pin. Shot over Jimmy Bennett on the front pin. Little fine. Good shot by Jimmy. Good pin in there by Jim Bennett. Picks up 10. Nine for Elmer. Well, we're only on the 3rd and 4th boxes here, the 3rd bowlers. Jim Bennett. Good hit. He could get some good action here. He's got some wood rolling for him. Shot there, Elmer, right through the middle. Now we're looking at Jimmy Bennett on alley. I guess there was a foul line on that. It's hard from our angle, but being the type of bowler that Jimmy is, he pressed the button. So he has. Now what he's done there, he's pressed the button. If he gets them all down with this ball here, he gets himself a spare. Almost a spare. Good out by Jim Bennett. Good try by Elmer. Nine for Jimmy Bennett. 8 for Elmer. Okay. Now, Sheldon Buffett got off to a good start. The first 2 boxes started with 2 spares. Got 7 on the first one, and he's got a bonus ball working for him here in the second.
37, David.
Good ball by Sheldon Buffett. Left a solid 6-pin. Manny Hopkins on a spare. Oh, bad ball there for Matty. He dropped that one. He was on a mark, picked up 1. Sheldon Buffett has a 6-pin down there all by itself. Chance for 3 in a row. He missed it clean. Sheldon going for 10. Seven for Matty Hopkins. Now this match is fairly close. Well, Sheldon's off the front pin there, punched 2 out. Good hit there by Matty. Might get some help here with that wood rolling back. Ooh, through the hole for Sheldon Buffett. Matty will wait for this wood to settle. It's rolling. Oh, he's a left-handed bowler. I think if he plays that out in the nose, he could get some good action. But let's watch his shot. Very interesting shot. Well, he gave it a try. Sheldon Buffett's 3rd ball. Picked up 2. 3 balls in the same hole. I did that once on TV, and as a matter of fact, I was on a strike. So Maddie comes back and with an 8 box and picks up 6 pins on Sheldon Buffett. There's a 2 box for Sheldon. Okay, now we're into the anchor bowlers. This 3rd and 4th box. Well, even though Sheldon did have a 2 box, he's still 48 for 4 boxes, 8 over par. He's getting a little bit of ribbon now from the audience. Dennis Curry. Good hit by Dennis Curry. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen that break. Laurie DeBay. Good action by Laurie DeBay off the sides. Well, Dennis hit the object pin. Laurie hits the front pin here with that other wood down there. He should have it. Flew right over the top of it. Good shot. Seven box for Dennis. Lakeland Trophy, all of a sudden here, not pinning very well in the last 4 or 5 boxes. Laurie's waiting for the roll of wood. And a 10 for Laurie. Yeah, we're just about completed these first 4 boxes, and I'd say this match is very, very close. The pinning on the kingpins have been excellent, and Lakeland Trophies have a lot of marks, but their pinning hasn't been all that great. Good hit there by Dennis Curry. There they go. When Laurie's on that front pin, there's no mistake. I mean, those pins went down in a hurry. Dennis got a good shot here. He's got the 2, 7, and 8. He's got a sleeper in behind. Let's see how he plays this. The sleeper behind, number 8 pin. Very tough shot. He thought he had it. This will be a 10 for Dennis McDonald, and a big strike there for Laurie DeBay. Okay, we're going into the 3rd and, or I should say the 5th and 6th boxes. And on alley 10 is Carolyn Slomwhite. She's at 46 for 4 boxes, 6 over par. 3 10s and 1 spear with 6 on it. And this is Chris Archibald. She's at 36. There, Chris found the head pin, and that's the type of break she'll get if she stays with that front pin. Now, here's the 7 pin again for Carolyn Slomwhite. See if she gets this one. She's got it. Good shot by Carolyn Slomwhite. Good shot here for Chris. Looks good. A little full. And a 9 for Chris Archibald. Well, Chris is at 45 without a mark for 5 boxes, and Carolyn Slomwhite's at 56 and open on a spear, so Chris is going to have to make her move here. She doesn't want to get too far behind. She picked up 2. Chris leaves the 4 horsemen. Here's Chris going for the 4 horsemen. Little fine that time. I think the next spear chance that Chris gets, she's going to get it. There's an 8 for Carolyn Slomwhite. 2 on her spear, so she picked up 2 10s, I should say. And a 9 for Chris. So we completed 6 boxes. We have Chris Archibald at 54. Her opponent, Carolyn Slomwhite, at 66. Now we're looking at Georgie Matthew, who's open on a spear. She picked up 3. Here's Kim Smith. That's the kind of ball Kim would like to throw. Tough break there for Georgie. Good shot here for Kim. No, she's wide. I'm sorry. Left, I should say. $7 for Georgie. for Kim. Very close match. Good ball by Georgie Matthews. I'd say that Kim, when she releases the ball, uses all of her body. Tough shot here for Georgie. Kim, Georgie should be able to get 9 out of this, possibly 10. Good 10. And a great 9 there for Kim. I think she'll take that 9. Okay, Kim Smith after 6 boxes is 66, and her opponent, Georgie Matthews, 63. Very, very close match between them two. Right now we're looking at Elmer Henley. This is Elmer's first time on, and he's bowling against Jim Bennett. There's a bad ball there for Elmer. Now, see if Jimmy can make this 4 horseman. He's got good wood in down there. Got to get on the front pin to make that shot. 8 for Elmer. And a 10 for Jimmy Bennett. Elmer Henley holding his 5th box here in the, or I should say his 6th box. He's at 45. Jim Bennett's at 47 for 5. Big hit there by Jim Bennett. Leaves a picket fence. Good shot here for Elmer. He's got the 4 horsemen. Jimmy's waiting for the wood to stop here. He's got the 7, 9, and 10. It's got a pretty good piece of wood down there. If he hits it on the side, the ball could come back and take the 10 pin. Let's just see what happens. Hit it on the nose. Here's Elmer going for 10. And we'll make a nice 10. 9 for Jim Bennett. Okay, after 6 boxes, we have Jim Bennett at 56 and Elmer Henley at 55. Very close match. Manny Hopkins on alley 10. It was at 35 for 4 boxes. There they go. Big strike by Manny Hopkins. Sheldon Buffett, the last time was up, got a very dismal 2 box, but however, that's behind him, and he's still having a good game going for him here. Pretty good hit, leaves a picket fence. It's makeable. 4, 5, 10. Take a shot here. I think he'll play the pin on the left. Looks good. Great shot. That was a good shot there by Sheldon Buffett. Okay, they tell me in the background that there's only about 4 or 5 pins in favor of Lakeland Trophies, and Kingpin have 2 open strikes. And Manny Hopkins on alley 10 is open on 1. Manny's the type of bowler that he could string them out. Very deliberate bowler. Look out. He's got a double. He's got a double. There was no question there. Sheldon Buffett on the front pin. Punch straight through. Good shot here for Sheldon Buffett. He placed the 3 pins on the right. Great shot. That's 2 good shots in a row there for Sheldon Buffett. Deserved both of them. Hit them both well. Left the 2 pin. And there for Sheldon. Okay, I think Kingpin just took over a little lead here. Manny Hopkins, the last 2 boxes up there, threw a double strike, and his anchor bowler, Laurie DeBay, is open on a strike, so let's see if Laurie can get a double. Laurie DeBay. I think I heard the foul line. We'll have a reset here. Good hit there by Dennis Curry. Leaves a picket fence. Laurie DeBay will reset. That's the second time tonight we have seen that. And I think what it is the bowlers are walking back. And they're coming up and picking up the balls and not taking their practice slide. And that's one of the rules of the game you've got to learn. Laurie, being the experienced bowler that he is, he should have took a practice slide. Gets 4 on a strike. Dennis Curry's got a lot of wood down here. I think he'll just try and put it in the V. Great try. And a 7 for Laurie DeBay. Ten for Dennis Curry. Laurie comes right back on that front pin. Great hit by Dennis Curry. There was no question there that Kingpin was the last one to fall, which is the 5 pin. Dead ball there by Laurie DeBay. And an 8 box. Well, I think this match is very close. Okay, here we go into the 7th and 8th box. A very close match. After 6 boxes, we have Kingpin leading Lake Dram trophies by 6 pins. We're looking at Chris Archibald, 54 for 6, doesn't have a mark. Carolyn Slomwaite's at 66 for 6. Great shot. She's got it. There's Chris's first mark. Beautiful shot it was. Nine for Carolyn Slomwaite. So it's 5 pins in favor of the Kingpins. But remember, Manny Hopkins, who's bowling 4th, is open on a double strike. Dennis Curry is open on a strike for the Lakeland trophies. Very, very tight match. Here's Chris on her spare. Picks up 6. Carolyn's going to get some action here. Good spare chance here for Chris. Didn't miss by much. Well, Carolyn's got 4, 7, 9, and 10. Probably just play the wood. How much you could do with that. And a 9 for Chris. 9 for Carolyn. So Chris Archibald, after 8 boxes, is 79. Her opponent, Carolyn Slomwaite, is 84. Here's Kim Smith. On the 3 pin. And Georgie Matthews. Great action there by Georgie Matthews. Excellent try there by Kim. Georgie had the right idea. Did not hit the pins. And an 8 for Georgie. That's 2 pins in favor of Lakeland Trophies. We're in the 7th and 8th box here of the Little Nashville Mixed Team event. Good hit by Kim.
Get over in the corner.
Well, we've seen that break a few times today. A good hit there by Georgie, but leaves the 7, 8, 10. Let's see if Kim can pick this one up. Very close. Looks good. Ooh, great try there by Georgie Matthews. Ten there by Kim. Nine from Georgie Matthews. After 8 boxes, we have Kim Smith at 85 and Georgie Matthews at 80. I think Jimmy would like to get a mark in these 2 boxes. A little off the front pin. Good shot there for Elmer. Right idea for Jimmy, but just a little full. And a little fine for Elmer. 9 for Jimmy. And a 10 for Elmer. So it's 2 pins in favor of Lakeland Trophies over the kingpins. We still have a lot of boxes remaining. Jimmy's bowled 7 boxes and yet to have a mark. Oh, right on the button. 1, 5, and 8.
Hey, Elmer. Get over! Get down!
Great hit there for Elmer. Leaves the 9, 10. Jimmy's got his work cut out for him here. Looks good. Oh, you never know. Jimmy's got 1 ball remaining with a picket fence down there. Oh, what a 9. He'll remember that 9. That was a great 9 there by Jimmy Bennett. And a 9 for Elmer. So it's 2 pins. And we got Sheldon Buffett on alley 10, wearing the colors of Lakeland Trophies. I must say their sweaters look very smart. And his opponent is, if I can find it here, would be Matty Hopkins, who's open on a double strike. Here's Sheldon. He's got them all. He's got them all. A lot of strikes in this match tonight. A lot of strikes. Matty picks up a big 8 on his first strike. And a golden opportunity here to pick up a spare in a second. He's got the 3-7. The side of that wood, he should have it. A little low. Right idea, but he just got down too low. Picks up 9 on the second. He's waiting for the rolling wood here. And picks up 9. But he had good counts here on his 28 on his first strike and 19 on his second strike. And I think the pin count, someone mentioned, I think it's 14 pins. But Lakeland Trophy are open on 2 strikes. So we got a fairly even match here. Let's see if Sheldon can throw a double. He's on a strike right now. Off the front pin. Good hit there by Manny Hopkins. Sheldon picked up 8. I think it's 6 pins in favor of the kingpins. Good spare chance here for Matty. Great shot. That's hard to believe he left the 7 pin there. He surprised himself that that pin would stay up. He hit that shot perfect. And a 9 for Sheldon Buffett. 10 for Matty. So Sheldon Buffett, after 8 bounces, is at 95, and his opponent, Manny Hopkins, at 101. 7 pins in favor of king pins. But the bowler on the right, Dennis Curry, you're looking at right now, is on a strike. So that deficit that they have there could be gone. Good action off the sides. Laurie let that one get away. There's a spare chance for Dennis Curry. Picked up 6. So we still have a 1-pin lead in favor of kingpins over the Lakeland Trophies. Laurie's ball seems to be going down to the left here. Good 10 there for Dennis Curry. Oh, bad 6 there for Laurie DeBay. So Dennis picked up 4 pins there and will give them the lead of 3. Lakeland Trophies leading by 3 over the kingpins. Nobody is open. Big strike for Dennis Curry, and what a place to have it, in the 8th box. Good hit there by Laurie. Tough shot there by Laurie DeBay. Pretty good hit. And picks up a good 10. So we have a 3-pin favor. 3-pin favor of Lakeland Trophies over the kingpins, and Dennis Curry, their anchor bowler, is open on a strike. So the kingpins are going to have to get some marks up front here. Let's see what'll happen. We're coming home, 9th and 10th. Carolyn Slonwade on LE10. Good hit there by Carolyn Slonwade. Leaves the 5-8. Chris Archibald. Hey, another strike. No doubt about it. That was hit well. And a miss here by Carolyn Slonwade that normally she doesn't miss. Pick up a 10. So we have 2 strikes in favor of Lakeland Trophies. And they're leading by 10, and Chris Archibald just threw a beautiful strike. Carolyn would like to mark here. Chris Archibald on a strike. Well, both girls have the same break. She's going to get it. She's a little slow. Good try there by Carolyn Slonwade. Chris Archibald bowling on a strike. Picks up 8. And a 9 for Carolyn Slonwade. So I think that puts the pin count up to about 11 pins in favor of Lakeland Trophy. Make it 10 pins. Well, Carolyn Slonwade is finished, and Chris Archibald. Carolyn Slonwade with a, I believe, a 104, and her opponent, Chris Archibald, 106. A very, very good match between those 2 girls. Now we're looking at Georgie Matthews. Georgie gets a good break off the side. Oh, through the middle. Good action there by Kim. Looked like she was going to take out the middle and got some good action off the sideboards. Miss here by Georgie. Down the middle by Kim. And a 9 for Georgie Matthews. 8 for Kim Smith. Cuts the margin by 9 in favor of Lakeland Trophy over the Kingpins. And remember, Dennis Curry, their anchor bowler for Lakeland Trophies, is open on that big strike. Good hit there by Georgie Matthews. She's through the middle again, Kim. Georgie's got a tough shot here. She's got the 410, but she does have wood, and I think the only thing she can do here is throw down, hit the wood, and hope for the best. Tough shot. Kim's got to work on this for pinning. And a good 10 for Georgie Matthews. 7 for Kim. Not a bad 7. So that cuts the Lakeland Trophy lead down to, I believe, 6 pins. Kim Smith, who bowled 100, come in with a 95 average, did her job. Georgie Matthews at 99. So both those girls had a very good match. There's Elmer. And Jim Bennett. Well, I don't think Jimmy's had a break all throughout this match. Well, Jimmy's got that wood out front. Hit it and hope for the best. Great try there by Jimmy. Elmer's going to have to clean him off here. What a 10. A great 10. That was a big 10 there for Elmer. I think Elmer's going to be quite proud of himself. He came in here with a 91.20 average and his first time on TV, and he's at 84 for 8, so he's bowling very, very well. He's staying right in contention here with Jim Bennett. Good hit there. A great spare chance here for Elmer. Elmer's got the 4.79. Hits it inside. It's good. It's makeable. He lost 2. Okay, let's see what Jimmy can do here. He's got wood in behind. This could be tricky. No, sir. Great shot there by Jimmy Bennett. And an 8 for Elmer. So Elmer bowled tonight. I think he should be proud of himself. First time on, he bowled a 92. He came in with a 91 average, so he did his job. I'm watching Jim Bennett here throw his bonus ball to increase the lead. Picks up 5. So I think that pushes the pin count up in favor of Lakeland Trophy to 12 pins. Make it 13. And we're looking at the 4th bowlers for Lakeland Trophy. And the Kingpin. Right now we're looking at the Kingpin 4th bowler, that of Matty Hopkins, who's got to have a mark to give his anchor bowler a chance. You can probably hear it's very quiet here. A little off the front pin leaves the 4 horsemen. Sheldon down on the 4 pin. Big spear here for Matty. Right on the button. Good shot here for Sheldon. They're all in the bunch. If he's on the front pin, he could clean them out there. Clean them out, I should say. An 8 for Matty Hopkins. 6 for Sheldon Buffett. So I think the lead now is 11 pins. But regardless, Matty Hopkins going to have to mark. Dennis Curry, who's bowling anchor for Lakeland Trophy, is open on a big strike. is on the front pin. He does have the chance. That's not what Sheldon wanted at this time. Big spare chance here. 3, 5, 6, 10. You can't even hear a pin drop. Little wide. Well, that's a big 3 pins down there for Manny Hopkins. And Sheldon's going to have to... Great try by Sheldon Buffett. Right idea. He tried to throw the 3 over in the 4-7. Set himself up for very good 10. 9 for Manny Hopkins. Oh, a bad 8 there for Sheldon. Okay, we're looking at the final 2 boxes here, the little Nashville mixed team event. Right now we're looking at Laurie DeVay, who's got his back up against the wall. He must get a couple of marks. Good action there by Laurie DeVay. And Dennis Curry, who's on the big strike. Good hit. Leaves the 4-7, 6-10. Laurie DeVay must have this. He hit it perfect. Left the 7 pin. Eight on that. I think that increases Lakeland Trophy to about 18 pins. 9 for Laurie DeVay. 9 for Dennis. 17 pins, I believe. Laurie DeVay must have a double strike. Well, I think your winners tonight are going to be Lakeland trophies over the Kingpins. We'll put on a fine show here tonight. And good spare chance here for Laurie. Comes a little late, but it's a great spare. And Dennis Curry's just going through the motions. Good shot there by Dennis Curry. Nine for...
The number 730s Candlepin Challenge. Top maritime bowlers run for $10,000 in cash prizes. A chance at a new Pontiac Fiero from McPhee Pontiac. And Bowler of the Week prizes furnished by Coca-Cola. Hello, everybody. Paul Meunier with Bruce Stephen here at Paisley Lanes in Dartmouth for week number 9 of the number 730s Candlepin Challenge. Of course, Bruce, the first 8 weeks were donated to getting rid of those other bowlers. And now we've come down to a situation where we've got winners versus winners. It's round 2.
Exactly. To get to this round, you have to be a winner. You have to be a winner in the first round. And what we've done is we've taken the 8 winners in the first